And hello everybody, and welcome on back to the second episode of Assassin's Creed... Nope, not Revelations. Assassin's Creed 3. Wow. It took me no time at all to mess up that game, but you know what? It's fine. Still doing great. We're gonna go ahead and go next on the list.
Evening, gentlemen. Charming. Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Daddy needs a drink!
How
Me
fares
after
the
a long
search?
day of work.
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What have you local contacts?
Me at any
We'll need
slight
to earn their
inconvenience.
trust before they'll share what they
Daddy
know.
needs a drink.
I've an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Church will. He's a finder and a fixer.
Well, I guess he's at
He's
least
also
living
on
to the
your
name
list.
of...
And there I was,
Of
wondering
Hickey.
whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Anyways, hopefully everyone's doing well today. I'm just vibing. Finally got a day off, so you know we're trying to kick. Probably not even really kick, but I was gonna say catch up on like recordings and stuff like that. Give myself at least a little bit of a backlog, you know, instead of just constantly flying by the seat of my pants. And I still need to figure out how I feel about this game, you know?
Wonderful.
There you go.
Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him. Come. I'll show you how.
Dang, we just destroyed that guy's portrait of himself. Which mark is indicate? Oh. Well, that's interesting if there's like non-lethal approaches to things.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
The Silver Fox offers all travelers the finest fare and rates in the city. Cunning travelers always make our den their destination.
Yeah, it's kind of like an old-timey bitch.
Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
We're of course gonna pet the animal because why would I not?
Hear ye! By royal charter of King George II.
Let's see. Really just got kind of like pigs, just vibing and walking through the street, you know? I beg your pardon. It's interesting too, because it's like, you know, a lot of the vibe normally is... oh, this is not the building I need to be on. I'm dumb. But normally the vibe is like, so they speak, you know, whatever like their native language is. Part of like the whole animus like processing thing. So like every now and again, when it's translating for you, you know, they throw a couple words in there for flair and everything. But I think it's funny that like they still talk like very modern. With this, we're getting the full experience of just like, oh yeah, no, everyone's gonna be like speaking, I guess like time appropriate, you know? I was like, I could just be dumb and missing it, but I was like, I feel like it's a lot more obvious in this that we're in a different time than it has been before. So, you know, not like a bad thing per se, just an observation. And style on him.
Take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Great. Nice. Cool.
Time to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Well, at the very least, that's one way of doing it, I guess.
The area's definitely suffered a decline in character.
Indeed. All manner of Arifs and natty lads now walk the streets. Why, just earlier today I had a run-in with some.
Do tell.
It was down by the church. A group of men comes rushing through when one of them suddenly falls to the ground, all torn up. I thought about going to see if he needed help, but a look from one of them changed my mind.
Probably for the
It worked that
best.
time.
Those
Okay.
aren't the sort of people you want to get mixed up with.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it was all under control.
How odd. Did they say what had happened?
No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on.
Where were they taking him?
That's
Towards the
fine.
hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
No need to worry. It's just about a little blood, you know? Oh, fine. We'll try to do that.
So he says to church that one way or another the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good. Customs with him.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Good
Ooh,
call.
yikes.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was. Perception is fundamental to the order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
At least we get some interesting tidbits of lore and whatnot here at the beginning. We get, because it's a very different perspective, you know?
Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Let's see. Oh. Is it so far? I was like, I hope a little bit of time will make me have some more interest in this game, you know? Because it doesn't grip me as much, but this is still definitely very heavy in like the setup time. Oh, come on. Oh. We'll definitely have a way easier time getting it from this guy up here, right? Oh, no. No. You were looking to the left and you turned to look at me. Don't you dare. Ladder? Ladder? Please? Ladder, thank you. Oh. I hate it here. We were doing so good, and then you just turn around and instantly it was like, nope.
Here we are then.
As always, the stealth master has logged on.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgering. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options.
No comment.
I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
Now, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
Still a minute. I gotta decide where to start. Just a quick little swipe and no more is. How's that sound, Mr. Church?
At least I'll be spared over your mean prattle.
A little bit from here, a little bit from there.
Hey, buddy. You doing okay? Your nose all right?
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
Is he cool? Is this what it's like to have aura? Completely unfazed by kind of most things going on and having composure in all situations? Oh. Come on. You know, it's like sometimes you just have someone push you around and you just see red. Also, shout out to my buddy here just watching me kill all these people and be like, okay. But like I said, to be fair, all they did was I was just standing there and they walked past me and pushed me, so like, don't push me if you don't want push to come to shove, you know? Hey. What's going on in here? Hey, there's a lot of dead bodies out front, and you might want to clean that up before it attracts attention.
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
I'm assembling a crew, if you will. A soldier.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
Oh, that was
How'd
easy.
you manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
Pitcairn, you fool! Your acts are treacherous. Give me one good reason. I shouldn't kill you right now. Were you planning to announce yourself? Or did you hope my men
Sir,
wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Ho ho! By all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Haytham.
General Braddock?
I
Hey,
suppose
buddy,
I shouldn't
what's
be
up?
surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here
Ah,
for
he
but a
called me
few
a wolf.
weeks.
You
I shall
flirting
return
with
him to
me?
his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
You're making a mistake, buddy.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
And to think I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. And as luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see.
Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Okay. You know, at least like a little bit of an interesting, you know, change of pace and whatnot. This is also the first time I think I've seen more than
No. It's one of Lynn or Ship Street.
Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize upon an opportunity to fatten their purses and feed their young.
It's interesting because it was like they're traveling in larger groups than any of the sets of guards have in the past. But I think is like an interesting change, you know? Because normally it's at most 4. So it's like groups of 2, groups of 4, and then like sometimes you have a little bit more if they happen to run by and whatnot, but you know, they've got a traveling pack of, well, it's like 8 of them. Also, so the orange indicator is like, don't kill this person, right? I can't tell because like I keep meaning to read the tooltip when it pops up, but I get distracted because there's other stuff on the screen, and then.
Have returned from the Albany Congress. Renewed.
Oi! You thieves and scoundrels, one and all! Fie on you and your false war! After him!
I mean, that'll definitely do it.
Unhand him, Edward.
You again.
Let us go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
Good luck with that, bucko. Please. I don't understand why, why is my sword not out? Fucking, no wonder why. What? Why? I don't know if I like the combat in this, I'll be honest. Because so far it's been really annoying.
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. But should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying...
I assume you've good reason for causing all this madness. What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way.
Yeah, just let him yap, you know? It's like some people love just hearing themselves talk, so you just gotta let them do their thing, and it's fine. You can use a DNA tracker menu to retry this mission and achieve full synchronization. Ah. Like I was like, I don't know how I feel about the comic, because I was like, why would... It's been 4 games of it being the same exact way, and then like, what if we just changed up the entire control scheme? That's what you wanted, right? What do you got to tell us?
I was curious about your past with Braddock. You two clearly have a history.
Edward was one of us upon a time.
Actually, it's her story now.
He was brave and bold in ways few men are. But everything changed at the siege of Bergen op Zoom. We had lost the fortress to the French, and were in the midst of egress. There was a skiff hidden at the port with which we planned to make our escape. As we drew near, a young man and his family came upon us, begging for safe passage. I consented, but Edward refused. The young man called him craven then, So Edward killed him and all the rest. Even the children. To this day, I don't know why. Was this the first time he'd struck out? Or had I simply never seen it before? Either way, things were never the same after that. We campaigned together a few more times, but each outing was more disturbing than the last. He killed and killed. Enemy or ally, civilian or soldier, guilty or innocent. It mattered not. If he perceived one to be an obstacle, they died. He maintained that violence was a more efficient solution. It became his mantra. And it broke my heart.
I had no idea.
He hides it well, and intimidates into silence any who discover him. Those who persist have a tendency to find misfortune.
And we should stop him.
I suppose you're right. But I maintain a foolish hope that he might yet be saved and brought back round to reason. I know. It's a silly thing to believe that one so drenched in death might suddenly change.
I'm sorry to have brought this up. It was not my intent to sour you.
Nonsense. We are brothers now. There should be no secrets between us.
Damn. Stuff like that I always find interesting, because it's just like, that's, I feel like that's gotta hint at least a little bit more going on with him, because, you know, you don't have someone that's been around in, like, this character's life for so long. I was like, so I guess even if stuff happens with us, like, there's gotta be a little something extra.
So, a question for you. Why medicine?
I'm supposed to tell you I care for my fellow man, right? That I chose this path because it allows me to accomplish the greater good.
Are these things not true?
Perhaps. But that's not what guided me, no. For me, it was a less abstract thing. I like money.
There are other paths to fortune.
But what better ware to peddle than life? Nothing else is as precious nor so desperately craved. And no price is too great for the man or woman who fears an abrupt and permanent end.
Your words are cruel, Benjamin.
But true as well.
You took an oath to help people, did you not?
I abide the oath, which makes no mention of price. I merely require compensation. Fair compensation. For my services.
And if they lack the required funds?
Then there are others who will serve them. Does a baker grant free bread to a beggar? Does the tailor offer a dress to the woman who cannot afford to pay? No. Why should I?
You said it yourself. Nothing is more precious than life.
Indeed. All the more reason one should ensure they have the means to preserve it.
I was like, a tale as old as time. My man needs a Luigi of his own, huh?
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you a new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain.
Oh, they use cock a lot in this game, huh?
Under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
Alright, time to hijack. I just so badly want a good heist game, you know?
Convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
Notice is hereby given in future. None. 1 shilling in lawful money.
Tips it over, right? Ah, darn. We're having such a hard time here.
What the hell is this?
1,000 pardons, sirs. Seems we've had ourselves an unhappy little accident.
Get it sorted, and quickly.
Of course, my lord. At once.
Okay, I just can't do anything against you. That's fine, I guess. It's just annoying because I don't know why I can't counter kill some people, but
Charles,
I can parry them.
You and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services.
Sanctioned for failing to collect taxes.
We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word. Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of the defenses?
You must be rather important to him if you were given your own escort.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
Do you think it's interesting that they like have leaned more and more into the whole disguises mechanic? Because like there's a couple instances in earlier games, but it's like last game, you know, I think they did a lot more with it. It's also just fun because in the last game, you know, playing as Ezio as like a wandering minstrel, it was just 10 out of 10. But so we'll see. But it was like, it makes sense, you know.
Engage the enemy!
It's always one of those things where it's like, it makes sense and should be set up that way, because, you know, the whole point is being within the shadows and whatnot, but everyone so far has worn the same cloak.
You, in the car. I need to inspect your car.
Let no man reach us!
Looks
What?
like you're to meet the Reaper.
Oh. I don't like that.
Aha! Bringing fresh meat, eh? Come here. I want to take a look.
On your guard, men.
Of course.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
One moment there. Are you new? Who's your officer?
Engage the enemy!
Like you're to meet the Reaper.
Dang, these guys are good at least. Good at what they do.
All clear!
I could learn a thing or two since apparently I don't know how to fight. Also, shout out to that lady just pushing our buddy over there.
Hold!
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
Oh, that was easy.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain.
Oh.
Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
Let's go.
Let know when you're ready to strike.
Then kill the general. Force forms, stealth assassinations from a corner spot. Alright. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, we love when the homies are looking out for us. Lord knows I need it half the time.
Greetings. How fares the watch?
Who have we got? Who are you?
What
Thomas
are you
Smith,
talking
newly
about?
recruited.
Prison soldier.
Arrived from London just last week.
Prisoner?
And you're to patrol with
They're
us.
you to tell me
So
what to
said
do.
Silas.
Good friend of Mr. Thatcher's.
Oh,
I assume it's
I-
all rather
They do
I
not
see.
exist.
My apologies.
Take care with your tongue in the future.
Certainly, sir. Upon my honor.
You general? Probably not. Oh Jesus, he just broke that lock with his hand? What? Oh. Wow, okay. Hit. My man's got a hell of a punch at least, I guess. Maybe leave me alone? Thanks. Big preach, bucko. And then... I wonder if it just would have been easier to break them like back in those days, or they just kind of didn't care to make it realistic, you know? It was like, yeah, it's whatever. There's a world of assassins and Templars and actual like 2012 Doomsday event, you know. We're doing great. Oh. Okay. I was like, you know, maybe my heart's just not in it, but stuff like that is always frustrating because I'm like, literally just tried to walk up and kill him, and he instantly detected me because I was close to him, and it's like, all right, well, I don't know what you want from me. This is the only path that I have. How is he gonna start detecting me when I was behind him? What? Okay. All right, thanks, game. This is gonna be a time, isn't it? See, like... Oh boy. Just don't get tilted. That's all we gotta try and do. Okay. Do I not have... Okay. So I do have that equipped. Because it looks like he keeps trying to use it as like a knife instead of, you know, like an assassin's blade. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, please. Alright. I'm gonna walk up. Gonna kill this guy. What? Okay. Nope, we're not gonna get tilted. We're not gonna get tilted. We're gonna engage in the stealth mechanics that we love so much. Alright. Apparently, you know, if you just like walk wrong, they're like, oh, what are you doing? Apparently it's an illegal action to fucking step down from the thing of rocks. I swear to God, if you... No. Just fucking go. God, Jesus Christ. Alright.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good.
Ah, you were to die
How?
today. That's why.
How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free? It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible. But first we clean up this mess. Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Wow, we love just straight up silence as a response.
Push them back.
Or you deal with silence. Press A to use nearby enemies as a shield. Okay. Can we also talk about how not only do I have to...
For the order! Where did you receive your...
Oh, that's... Okay, so that's gonna at least part of why. It is annoying because I'm so used to, again, every single other game, it's you hold the trigger and then... Okay, I guess these guys just don't die. That's fine. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll just fail at every single optional objective. This is so frustrating. Demon shield. Alright. This is gonna make me go Joker mode. On the bright side, it seems like we generate health outside of combat, so it's kind of cool.
Stop the interloper! Kill the intruders! All of them!
I could use some help.
Nope. That was easy.
Who are you? Name's Hatham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Bang! Remember, folks, never make a promise you can't keep.
What happens now?
We wait. They're not for very long, I suspect.
Yes, I get it. I don't need you to keep telling me that I can redo stuff. Thanks, game. Like, I know I did bad. You don't have to remind me, thanks.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
Boston, 1755. And now we get to deal with some snow. Alright, I need to see, can I tell the game to never show me those? I would love that, truthfully. Bet you probably not. Unless it's in one of those, but the system or the setting thing is just like not great. Yes. No, I get what kill streaks are. Perfect. Nope. Just please go inside. Thank you. Great. Perfect. Lovely.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
Something, Lexington and Concord, the shot heard around the world. I think. I don't know. Of all the things that I know way too much about, history's always been one of those ones that I've not been, I guess not been, like, super interested in learning. Like I think there's cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's never something that's like really clicked all that much with me. Like math, science, anything like that, cool. Knowing randomly useless facts about video games and like the gaming industry and art and things along those lines, gotcha. Anytime. Like I know a lot, and like sometimes like way more than I feel like I should. Not in like a bad way, but it's just kind of like, oh huh, I don't realize I know as much as I do until it pops up. Oh, I gotta give money to orphans. But so it's always things like that where it's just kind of like, oh huh. Alright. You can actually yeah, thank you. Actually let me dive this time and not just immediately kill myself. I'll be honest, I think I like even just like visually how Revelations look better, you know? Yeah, sure, I'll deliver you a letter. I was like, this doesn't look bad so far, but I was like, I think it's running into the problem where it's like, people just look like a little too plasticky, you know? It was like, even in the cutscenes, it's just kind of like, because like, you know, Revelations, like genuinely, Ezio looked fucking great in Revelations, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I also don't know how like the whole release thing for a lot of this stuff has worked, because I was like, I'm pretty sure this came out after Revelations, but also I'm playing the remastered version on Steam, so it's like I don't know if that makes a difference. So I don't know. Because I could be tripping, but I do think that Revelations look better as well. And I bet you what probably happened is they upgraded the size of the map, or like they went larger, and so they had to cut back on like some of the detail work. And then that's what led to certain things like this, where it's just kind of like, feels a little more lifeless. Because that's also kind of the vibe I get. Like, you know when you're playing a game and you're sitting there and you're kind of like, things just feel very dull, you know? The only good addition to it is being able to pet dogs, you know? But like I was like, it just feels so empty. I just don't know if it's because there's something I'm missing, or... Yeah, it's like, because everything just feels like there's no like atmosphere going on. Like, I don't feel great like just going through the open world like I did with Revelations as well. I've also been trying to think, because it was like, after processing, you know, the past couple of games, I was like, I think the Ezio trilogy, genuinely, just very good overall. Like, all the games are pretty solid. Everyone, you know, works pretty well. I like the characters. I love, you know, the overall story arc for everyone. Like I said, so it gripped me like just right from the get-go as I went through the games. and there's a little bit of, you know, nostalgia goggles because I played a ton of Brotherhood as a kid, but like, you know, revisiting as an adult, I am aware enough to know that, but still I think that even then it's not actually as heavily influenced my opinion of the games as the fact of like me actively playing through it and getting to form my opinions like in the moment. What is this icon for? Oh, it's just a fast travel. Ah, so they open up actual, like, just fast travel in this game instead of having to go to set locations. So, I mean, that's kind of nice at least. Yeah, let's travel to the frontier. Why not? Ah, of course. But here recently, so I've started playing through, I'm a good chunk of the way through Sleeping Dogs. Which, one, I did not realize that that actually was put out by Square Enix. Which is kind of interesting, because that doesn't feel like at all anything on brand for them, but it was apparently. So, like, that's a great example of, like, a good open world game and experience. Like, it's incredibly interesting concept-wise. And as you're driving through, like, there's a bunch of things to do that you can kind of just do as you're running about. It keeps you going. I've been enjoying that a lot. Like, it feels fun to go through the world. But so far, I mean, like I said, like, with this, I'm just kind of like, alright. Like, I do feel very like I'm alone with my thoughts. And not in a good way, you know? Because sometimes you need to be alone with your thoughts to process things, and this game is giving me the, like, life is empty and there's just nothing to do. Everything is so desolate and hopeless and just bad vibes. I really hope that changes and it's not just, like, a meh time the entire time.
Have you found her? She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
I am
Sure,
afraid
dude,
I
got a
have
bunch
some
of
bad
emails,
news,
huh?
sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
But, you know, it's just kind of like, there's so much dead time.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Oh.
Bollocks.
Tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
That's how I'd do it. Yeah, it's just little things like this where it's just like no extra sound, no nothing. It's literally just block. But there's barely even like any environmental sounds, you know?
Wait here. Come back! You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing. Go. Stop running. I only wish to talk. I am not your enemy.
Also, it's like, so this, I guess this is actually the introduction of, like, being able to run through the trees and whatnot, which is pretty cool. Okay.
You try my patience, woman!
What? Wow, okay, alright. All those handholds and still just like can't climb the tree, I guess. It's like, I'm sure we need to be taught how to do that, and
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Hatham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
He's racist.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Ezio.
Pleased to meet you. Godsday.
Just call me Ezio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth. That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock. But first, we have to find him.
Look out below.
I don't trust you.
Oh, that's fine.
I know.
Yet you remain.
That I might prove you wrong.
It will not happen.
So you say.
So I know.
Yet you're still giving me a chance.
I remain.
The right tavern.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
What? Okay. Well, they're also literally immediately suspicious of me too, so it's like...
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
Alright.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
Yeah, that sounds like, I don't know why it wasn't letting me, like, block it all there.
Where are you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
Well, I mean, they started it. What do you mean use breakable objects during the fight? Ouch. Ow. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You're hurt.
Oh, it's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
That wasn't necessary. But thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
Sure thing. Well, you know what? This is a great time. We need to read some emails. I was wondering, like, do we get interactions with everybody?
Yes. Just thought I'd, say hi.
You have more important things to do right now.
Jesus, Dad.
What? What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to?
I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted away in some shitty apartment with a pointless job, while the rest of us were out there fighting to make a difference.
You are such an asshole. Are you thinking about hitting me again? Because this time, I will hit back.
Wow.
Let's just get back to work, okay?
Huh. No. Gotta love the daddy issues. Hey, Sean. You might be the more bearable person now.
If I had to guess, I would say it's a counter. And judging from the iconography, I think it's safe to say when that's emptied, the end begins. Honest answer, please, Desmond. Do you think we're getting out of this alive?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty tall order. If the first Civ couldn't save the world, how the hell are we supposed to swing it?
We have some time.
We have less than 2 months. They had decades and a lot more resources. And the worst part is we knew this was coming for, what, hundreds of years?
History repeats, it seems. The first Civ was so busy with their war against us, no one even noticed what was happening. We get advance warning and then fall to fighting with the Templars. Lovely.
Hopefully, whatever's behind that door will make a difference.
And if it doesn't, well, at least we tried. Back to work I go. You should consider doing the same.
I'll think about it. Yeah, it's funny. I was like, because this now Sean's finally the most bearable out of the group, or not the least bearable out of the group. Hey, Bucko.
What are you working on?
Lots of different stuff. If you're going into the field, we need a way to keep tabs on you and stay in touch. Hacking into local security systems won't cut it.
Thanks.
For what?
I don't know. Everything. You've sacrificed a lot for me. You and Sean both. I mean, you upgraded the Animus, you helped train me, pulled me out of that coma. You put all that work into the database and helped me solve Clay's puzzles. I know I haven't been the easiest person to work with, and I'm sorry for that. I just want you to know that even if I'm shitty at showing it, I appreciate everything you've done.
Wow.
You really think we'll finally get some answers down here?
Maybe. Talking to the first Civ has always been a pain in the ass, though.
Imagine what it must be like for them.
What do you mean?
They've been separated from us by tens of thousands of years.
Wow, and the subtitles in this game are awful.
Possessed of an intelligence vastly superior to our own. We're lucky they've communicated as much as they have.
I don't know why they had to make this all so complicated. I mean, if they need something from me, they should just come out and say it.
I've been wondering about that myself. I get the sense Juno and Minerva didn't exactly see eye to eye. I'm studying everything I can get my hands on, but maybe you'll find something down here that can shed light on the mystery. What happened between them, and why?
Can I also say too is like the whole the lighting in this game also kind of sucks. Oh, that's not the. Where do I read the emails, please? But it's like, so they have it set up and it's like, I get it's supposed to be dark, but it's like, I don't know. You can make dark areas in games and everything, but still have it so, you know, the player can actively, like, see what's going on. So is there a computer somewhere for me that I can actually go read my emails? Maybe? Because there's computers all over the place, but I do not see... Like, you would think it would be over there with the Animus, but... Curious to see what all this stuff over here ends up being too. Don't mind me, just running around. I wonder if there's any point to me doing this now, if it's something that's like later it'll actually matter. Yeah, this definitely is gonna be like a... Later you can find this. It's cool that they actually let you climb it now, though. Here's... See, like... please. Alright. Okay. Arcane, patrons. Hey, I had a bit of downtime while you were gone, so I figured I could do what I could to upgrade the operating system. It's actually been ready for a while now, but the Animus in safe mode, I wasn't about to try an installation. Things I did, actually, it should be we, since I had a few people in the other cell chip in. Modifications to the targeting system, you should be able to move in and out of combat more easily. Well, okay, think I can mean that. Free-running improvements, you're less likely to jump at the wrong time, / in the wrong direction. Only one input for interacting in the world, no more choosing between parts of your ancestor's body. You can assassinate while moving now, definitely try it out ASAP. You can pick up weapons on the go as well. We implemented a weather system, rain, snow, wind, it's all there. Animals, enough said. Faster fast travel. Just open your map, you can instantly travel to any unlocked fast travel station. Revamp the map, it now provides a lot of information and you've got more control over what it shows. Ton of other stuff, but he dies yelling at me to get back to work, so I'd wrap this up. I'll hit you up on the other side as you come across new features. First of all, welcome back. It's good to see you fully recovered. Can't imagine what it was like for you trapped in there. If you ever want to chat about it, you just let me know. Oh, he has feelings and doesn't hate us? Anyway, you'll find the database essentially unchanged aside from a few cosmetic upgrades. As before, you'll receive a notification when I've added a new entry. I'll also let you know if any of the entries are updated, as is often the case when dealing with these conspiratorial ancestors of yours. William Miles, the mission. I know it's easy to get distracted while inside the Animus, but I'm hoping everyone can stay focused here. We need to find that key as soon as possible. Also, do not go exploring the temple without first clearing it with me. Carry your headsets with you at all times. Can't afford to lose anyone because curiosity got the better of him. We're short-handed as it is. Sean Hastings. Balls. We've got a visitor down here. It's Juno. She's appearing every now and then. Sort of flits through the air. Reminds us to guard you well. Find the key, blah blah. And then poof, disappears. At first we thought it was just another holographic recording, but then your father called her some rather choice words and she glared at him, honest. Swiveled those eyes in his direction and frowned. Creeped me out. I don't know if she's reaching out to us from the past, if some part of her is actually still conscious, or maybe she is inside the apple, like some evil genie. Whatever it is, gives me the creeps. And on that note, happy Halloween! Hatham's Amulet. Though I suppose Hatham's Amulet is technically a piece of Eden, it's not particularly exciting. It functions as a key, and well, that's about it. I know. We're all used to these things being incredibly powerful, and thus rather dangerous, but this one is neither. Is it weird I'm disappointed? That said, it's still critical to our mission, so I suppose that counts for something. Sad face, sad face, sad face. Good lord, Rebecca, with all the fixes and updates and improvements, you supposedly put this one in a recent software revision. One would think you have had the decency to include a British-English dictionary in the spell checker. Some of us prefer to use proper language when corresponding. The database keeps trying to replace the letter S with Z in certain words, and it's declared war on the letter U as well. Realize becomes realize, and color becomes color. Wrong. It's all rather ethnocentric, if you ask me. Also quite against the principles of the Assassin Brotherhood, last I checked, and here I thought we were meant to be an inclusive bunch. Just a quick heads up, replying to email chains will no longer return multiple instances of the word re. Should cut down on the subject length considerably. Re email fix. Are you sure about that? See above. Re email fix. Ah, very funny, Sean. Re email fix. Focus, please. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz, and I will see you in the next one.